All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this beautiful planet. Welcome to the Inner Circle live pre-New York session. I'm your host for this morning's session, Benny Allen, along with my awesome partner, Mr. Ryan Carthage. And as always, we're so happy and grateful for each and every one of you being here with us as we take a look at the technicals and the fundamentals to see what we could take advantage of in this Forex market as we close out the week. So, without further ado, let's make sure that we turn off any and all distractions, grab a pen and paper, take lots of notes, and let's make sure that we can participate and engage. So right out the gate this morning, if everybody's ready to go, you can hear me loud and clear. Drop me a big number one in the chat. Let me know that you are here with me this morning. I see the ones coming in. Good morning, everybody. All right. Kay, Benit. All right. Joy, big one. Jeremy, good morning, sir. All right. So let's jump out of here, close out. Hey, let's make sure that we take massive action today. Let's make sure that we're accepting all possible losses before entering a trade, preparing us for any outcome. Let's make sure that we center ourselves in body, mind, and spirit, ensuring a balanced approach to trading. Let's trust in our education, strategy, trading skills, and intuition. And let's imagine our trades successfully materializing, right? Let's make sure that we obey our trading strategy, avoiding decisions based on greed or fear. And next, make sure that we are never, ever looking back or stopping once your trade has commenced. If you guys are willing to agree to take massive action, I think we are all ready to go this morning. So, hey, let's click over to the Forex Factory. We know what the big news is of today. First Friday of the month, we've got non-farm payroll in the United States, multiple reports dealing with jobs and employment. We're going to check out and see what's going on with the average hourly earnings month over month, non-farm employment change, unemployment rate, and then we also today have the revised University of Michigan consumer sentiment, right? How is the consumer feeling? So this is what traders have been waiting on, right? Back half of the week, as we've had a lot of data this week, but this report is very, 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 very important. So we'll see what happens at 8:30, and we'll do just that. We will wait and see and read the data. Moving over to trading economics, we see the European stocks were in the green on Friday, right? So climbing 0.6% towards a fresh 23-year high. And the broader stock X600 edging closer to a new 2-year peak after upbeat results from big American tech firms boosted investors' sentiment, right? And so that's European stocks improving after upbeat results from big American tech firms, right? So we are all connected, as we say, whether we like it or not, right? It doesn't pay to be an isolationist these days, right? Everything impacts everybody. Meanwhile, traders eagerly await the United States job report later in the day for further updates on the labor market strength, right? So they've got a forecast here for trading economics that U.S. job growth likely slowed in January. So we'll see if that's accurate. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. We know that ADP private sector job growth slowed earlier in the week. So we shall see. Ryan, good morning, sir. How are you?
Bro, good morning, man. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good, man. It is Friday. I always love Fridays because that's the day ahead of Saturday. So
Yes, sir.
I, I am full steam ahead into the weekend. Anything fundamentally, right? Pretty easy this morning. Non-farm. Anything else that you might have caught your eye overnight or early this morning?
No, sir. No, sir. Just looking for those numbers, and then we'll see what happens from there.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it. Anybody, any questions regarding fundamentals? No. Let's take a look at the DXY real quick to see what's going on. So it said it held its recent decline to around 103 on Friday and was set to finish the week lower as U.S. interest rate cut expectations remain intact despite a pushback from the Federal Reserve. Investors also awaited the highly anticipated monthly jobs report on Friday. Further outlook. Okay, so let's go over to the DXY and we can see right where it's holding its declines. Okay, and move this out of the way now. Right. So we're set for a decline on the week. Hey, let's see. Maybe we have a surprising jobs report. You never know. So we'll see, right? We can see that we're back below that level. And it's been moving down. Our daily stochastic is in the sell zone, right? So nice recovery. Now it seems to be, right? We know that we have a high here now on the DXY, right? Where we peaked, like so. Right. And this level here. So we put those in just ahead of non-farm payroll. Okay. So there we are. We're down to the 1 hour. And that's what we're looking like on the dollar, right? So right now we've had a steady decline. Okay. We'll put it right over there like that as we anticipate that moving lower. Okay. All right. So that's where we are on the DXY. Let's jump into some pairs. I'll go over what I have, and then we should have some time for any request on pairs that people want to take a look at. So since we're at the top, we'll take a look at this this Aussie Swiss play. And on our 1 hour, right, we're just looking for price to continue to progress in our way. So this is a 80-20 play here. Simple move that we find, right? We all know what this is now. Okay, so 30 pip stop, almost 60 pip TP1, and we've got a beautiful reversal out of that zone. Beautiful reversal out of that zone, right? So whether you're taking this off the one or you're moving down the lower time frames, this is the zone where we like to see price reverse. This is a key reversal zone for us, right? When you break it all down, put it way down low where the goats can get it, right? This is what we're looking for, right? So take this off here, go to the 15, right? You can see where this made his U-turn. So if you were taking this off that, you say, hey, I'd like to find them on the 1, and then I'll come down to the 15 or whatnot to look for further confirmation, right? As some of us do. Then you could just come down and leave this chart. If that's your plan, you can kind of leave this chart just naked with the levels, right? Right, nothing else, and just draw your trend line. That's all. Like so, we'll take it off this level here. We'll pull it down. And we just want to get through the lowest part in the trend. Right? And we don't want to go through the wicks. So that's what that would look like. And there's your trend line break. Okay. And so if we're on this 1 hour chart, and we're looking for that target, then what are we doing, everybody? We're trading ABCDs back up to that target. Okay. So if you're trying to, you already had one pullback. So look, you already had one ABCD move here. Look, okay, formed a high after the trend line break. Pull back. That might be your area right there, right? Look at that. See? Boom. To the D extension. Okay. Next high that forms is our new AB boundary. So now that I find my high probability reversal zone using the 80-20 method that we teach, Okay. That can kickstart you into a trend, right? So like now, if I say my trade plan enables me to trade off of 61/8, right? Deeper, buy zone, right? Maybe we pull all the way back. Then if this is my target, that 1 hour 382, then I'm trading ABCDs all the way back up to that target, right? So this is my 1 hour, 38.2 slash VP. So that 80-20 zone represents our high probability reversal zone. And we could trade the ABCDs from there. Simple, right? Very simple. And that's what we have, this move here. So you're already through. We're not even to the target, and you're already through one wave. And that might be all you need, right? Depending on your trade plan. That's an ABCD wave there. So look, call that 9 pips. Call that 26 pips, right? If we get a pullback here, call that 12 pips. Call that 35, almost 36 pips. See what I'm saying? Something to think about. It is moving nicely, Donette. So far, so good. See what happens. All right. So you may, if you're a break and a pullback trader, you may say, hey, I got my ABCD wave, I'm out. Right? Hit target, bang. When it pulls back, if it comes to my sweet spot, I'm taking it to the target. All right, that'll be two winning trades within one large move. See how you can break that down? The market is fractal. Ryan says that all the time. Okay. Says that all the time. Took some money off the table. I like it. I like it. Right? So you can take this same move. Okay. Let's keep it simple. Keep it simple. All right. We come down to the 5. What does it look like? On the 5-minute chart. There it is. Okay. That's on your 5-minute. Nothing changes. Few more waves, right? What are we doing? We're zooming in, right? We're just zooming in. We move down through the time frames. We're zooming in. Look. Oops. Smaller waves. Tighter waves. Look, that got taken out. Okay. See that? That's a 1-minute chart. Right? 1-minute chart. That's going to go long. That's nice. That's within your AB boundary there. Didn't take out the A. Has no choice but to go your way. All right. So let's see how that plays out. But that's even all the way down to the 1 minute. So it doesn't matter what chart you trade on. The concept is the same. It's the same concept. Back to the 15. Okay. Back to the 15-minute chart. There we go. That's that. Any questions?
No.
All right. Moving on, get that one off my list. I want to take a look at this Aussie NZD. Now, I missed this one on the initial. But let me take a look at how it's moving. All right, maybe Dow, whatever. did I have that on? The 15 here. Okay. So you can see, hold on one second, everybody. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. So look, here we are, right? It's come out of the zone, right? It's almost like looking at the previous pair again, right? Looking at the Aussie Swiss, right? They're moving the same. Okay. So we can see this is coming out of the zone, right? We hesitated a little bit, then we broke trend line, right? Same concept. So this has made an initial move, okay, on the 15. So we can go down to like the 5 minute, right? Okay. Jump back up to the 15 real fast. We could take this level. Down, right? The 5. Did I not bring it down? Hold on. Oh, hold on. I see what's going on. I'm on the wrong guy. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Now we can move it down. Beneath, got in this one after missing the odd Swiss. Awesome. Way to keep your eyes on the chart. That's great work. Way to keep your eyes on that chart, man. Opportunities all over the place, right? All over the place. So I'm glad you're able to get into this one because this one is a decent mover, right? So look, second touch, right? We got to go back in time. Right there. Just a little bit right there. Like so. Okay. We consolidate it, right? We move to the outside of consolidation. And there's your break. There's your break. Start running our fibs. And there we are. Okay. So you can see you got a 50% pullback there. It's coming out of the zone. And there's your TP1. Right? So that's your 15-minute, 8.2 slash TP1. Okay. That's all we're doing, right? Finding the high probability reversal zones and then looking to make that move. Okay. So there we are. Any questions on the Aussie NZD? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely down to drop beneath some sevens, right? Keeping those eyes on the charts. I agree with you, Joy. Definitely. All right. Not waiting on anybody else. Hopping on the chart and saying, you know what, I got it. Right? Find me a setup. Okay. Didn't get discouraged because he missed one setup. Just went and found another one. There's always another good trade around the corner. I can dig that. All right. So that's the Aussie NZD. Want to take a look at the Aussie dollar because this one has been one that's been running for quite some time. And it's trying to come back to life a bit, trying to get to that target one. Okay. It's been a wild ride, but look, it's trying to get back to TP1. It's not always clean, right? Choppy at times, all right? Look at this impulse leg here. So the question is, does it continue to have enough momentum to get to TP1 without making a correction? This is a pretty big move, right? So you could track that. You could just come down to your 15-minute or your 5-minute. Here's the leg right here. Okay. Here's the leg. So it's like, hey, I want to catch that. We're closing in on the D extension there. Okay. So we come down to like our 5, right? See if there's any opportunity for a pullback. Right? Got a new AB boundary. Okay. So if I'm on the 1, and this is my TP1 level, we're still trying to get there. How are we going to get there? We're going to get there in waves. So if this price action gives us a pullback, so then we can say, you know what? I think I'm going to take that the rest of the way. Okay. So if that were to occur, right, call it 20 pips, and that's 55, right? To TP1, to the D extension is just beyond that, right? Almost 60 pips. Okay. Almost 60 pips. That's a good risk to reward ratio there. And that's off of a 5-minute chart, trying to work our way to that 1 hour TP1. And that's how it goes. That's how it goes. That's how you can, still get involved with a move that's already taken off and progressed in your direction. You just wait for a correction to occur. Into your zone, though, not just any correction. You want it to be within your trade plan and in your zone. Any questions on the Aussie dollar?
No, sir.
All right. Let's take a look at this Aussie yen. Got some good price action against the yen. And so, right, now what we want to see, here we are on this 4-hour chart. Right? And got a beautiful reaction out of the buy zone. Right? Beautiful reaction out of the buy zone. Super choppy pair, but that's okay. So what we can look for is either on your 1 or your 30 or your 15, right? We look for that correction now. Right? That's an explosive impulse leg, right? Look at that beautiful V-type recovery moving straight up. Okay. So we're saying, hey, let's find a wave on this thing. Okay? See if we can get a pullback and a continuation. All right, here we are on the 30. There we go on the 30, right? So what we want to see is what? We want to see this come down and hit our buy zone. Hit our buy zone. See if we can get a move and a continuation up. Right? That's how you find your wave. It's first thing you're thinking when you see a huge impulsive bullish move like this is when is that correction is going to come and how can I get set up for it? Okay, so whether you wait for that wave, in your 1 hour, which we, see here, it's probably just ran past an extension. Yeah, past an extension there. We don't have a new AB boundary, but the lower the time frame you go, the smaller the wave, so you can see things setting up. This one here on the 15 is at a 382, right? We want to see that turnover and move deeper. So that's the Aussie yen. We're looking for pullbacks and continuations. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. Let's take a look at this cat Swiss. This one might take all year. I don't know. Um, Here we are on the 4, continuing to bounce back and forth. It's turning over today. Right. But believe it or not, right? That is still hanging in there. Right. We're still trying to get to that TP1 level on the fib. Here's your sub fib moving to the upside. So let's see if it hangs within that AB boundary. Maybe we double bottom at this 61.8 and we get a continuation long. So just wanted to check in on that one. We knew this one was going to be a long, take a long time, right? We rejected back out of that zone to the downside. So as long as we hang within that AB boundary, we keep it moving, it'll be all good. So if you're in that one, just continue to hold, right? See if it plays out. Any questions on the CAD Swiss? It's not that for real all year. I know. I was like, man, I know it's going to take a while, but this one seems taking extra long this go around on this cycle. But it's still in play, right? It's still in play. All right, so that's that. Take a look at this Euro GBP. So we had an 80-20 on that one. And we were looking for it to see if it can get back above some key levels, which it has not yet, right? So this one is still hovering below that weekly level, at 85.49 level. So I don't want to mess around with this one until we get back above that level, that weekly level. So right now it's just ranging. So we'll continue to watch it moving into next week to see what direction it wants to move. We'll see if downform has any type of impact on it, but we're still below that key level in the zone. We can't get above it right now. Look at those long wicks, right? Look at that. Okay, so we're just gonna hang on and just wait for that. Okay. Euro GBP tendencies. Indeed. So we'll wait on it, see what's going on. That's the Euro GBP. Want to move up. Take a look at the pound Aussie setup that we posted. Okay. So we know overall, right, we've had some bullish strength, right? We've run into some levels, okay? So we're moving straight up on that weekly chart. Now you can see where we're kind of just stalling out. Once we got back into these highs, just moving down to the 15. This was the setup that the trade idea that we posted. And we can see now that we're moving into that TP2 target for 153 pips, right? So, hey, maybe you didn't do anything all week, but just that one trade, right, could turn it into a good week for you, right? If you hadn't been involved in anything. So that one moved pretty fast down through the zone. So that was closing in on TP2 at 153 pips on the pound Aussie. Not bad for a 15-minute setup. Any questions on that? Anybody able to get involved in that? What's in the group this morning?
No, I missed that one.
Missed it?
Yeah.
It's all good. Okay. So that's the pound Aussie. That's that. And we're tracking a couple of C to D moves. Euro JPY. Waiting on a pullback. I was waiting on a pullback. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So this is the one we were going back and forth on yesterday. And we were looking at it two different areas, right? So we have this 30-minute scenario here coming out of the zone. We drew this up as a huge move, right? I'm just bullish against the yen, right? So that's the idea. It's a timing type thing, right? So, but so far so good. Look, we got the break out of the zone. We got the pull back and a correction. We'll see if that's going to continue long at this point. Let me, okay. So this is where we are. That's the 1 hour. I want to uh, move down to the 5-minute. Let's see where we are of the levels. Okay. So we've gotten a pretty deep correction this morning on that when you take a look at the 5-minute. So if we U-turn out of this zone now, that's going to be a very good setup, right, for the Euro JPY. But when we looked at it from the top down yesterday, we were wondering, right? We were looking at the possible, right, move here. We got the rejection. So the longer term 4 hour, we're in an 80-20 scenario, right? And this was the debate back and forth. You know, are we going to make it through a cycle wave up, right? Back at least to 160, 16, you know, off this level. So we were looking to see, hey, we're coming to this 158.54. It's looking like we get a reaction, and we did. Okay. So now the question is this a short-term correction and a continued move up, or is this going to move down from here? Right? That was the question in the debate. Right? So the 4 hour, we're looking like we're a bit overextended on the stochastic. We were right on the move back to the upside, but we're moving towards some pretty heavy resistance. So maybe we get one more drive up to that 160.16 level, and then we'll see from there. Right? We'll see from there. This was a bit tricky when you look at that 30-minute and lower time frames versus it can go either way. But we'll see. We shall see. But so far, that short-term play is looking pretty good. So we start to if we get a break beyond the trend line, then we're looking for a continuation long on that. Any questions on the Euro JPY?
No,
If you're
sir.
in it long, I would just continue to because looking at that 4 hour, right, where we don't have a 382 hit yet, I would just continue to move my stop up below, some key lows and continue to track it. Okay, that's what I would do. If you're sitting long, just continue to find some lows and adjust that stop. Right? Put it below some lows. If it stops you out, it's okay. It stop you out in profit. Right? But that's a tricky one right now. All right. Because I wonder what the impact would be. I wonder if that yen will strengthen if we get a non-farm payroll report, Ryan, that comes out as a big miss.
I was thinking the same thing this morning, bro. I was thinking the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Because right, you get that concern. Folks start shifting that money into the safe havens. Um,
Yep.
that. So I've been eyeing this one closely because I know on the 4 hour we don't have that 382 yet, and this is still technically structured to the downside. The lower time frames is just enabling you to play this reaction off this daily support level. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens at 8:30. See if it has any impact on this. Okay, that's the euro yen. We also have kind of a similar scenario with the pound yen. Right, this has been This has been pretty good lately, to the downside, and to the back to the upside now. This one, looking at this 30-minute, we got the reaction, right? So first we had a beautiful 80-20 play that paid out for us. And then you got this beautiful reaction off this 61.8. Look at that. Right. So similar, right, to the euro yen. But the question becomes, pull back a continuation. Right. Look at that. So we're due for a correction now. Okay, we're due for a correction. Just want to see what happens with this non-farm payroll report that comes out. What are we looking like on the 4 here? All right, so this is a little different scenario. We've already gotten a 382 pullback off the 4. So not exactly the same as that EJ. We've created support here. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I like the way it's looking on the lower time frame. No, 1 hour. We got to break above the cloud. Okay. We got a bullish cloud up ahead. Okay, coming out of that zone nicely. So a correction and then a continuation possibly. Any questions on the GJ?
No, sir.
All right.
Oh,
So
actually,
yeah.
Benny, my bad.
Yep.
On the 1 hour,
Mhm.
you got a sub fib 80-20 with a evening star.
We're right here.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So definitely due for that pullback, huh?
And it's up underneath the 4 hour cloud.
Mm, okay. So all things pointing to a correction. It's good teamwork there, right? Some good teamwork there. It's moving nicely. We dropped some sevens for Ryan and Joy in the chat. We got evening stars. We got clouds. Got all types of astronomy going on.
I was about to say that's a beautiful evening scenario.
We got all types of mess going on with this GJ. Uh, so good work. Way to put your hands together on that. So let's see what happens on that. Nice initial move, right, that we got on that move back to the upside, but we know price corrects. So let's see. Let's see how that plays out. Now, that's all I had for this morning to cover. So I'm going to leave the door open for any pairs that you all may want to take a look at. Put them in the chat. Give you a minute to take a look at those the pairs that you guys have on your list. Give me 1 second, everybody. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, so let's take a look at let me see. Pound Swiss. Oh yeah, done that. GBP, CHF, and NZD CAD. All right. I do have that from earlier in the week. Yep. So let's take a look at the pound Swiss since we're looking at the pounds. See what we've got going on. moving down, right? Correcting from the higher time frame. Okay, so we moved into that D extension. Wonder if that's going to form a lower, move all the way back to that level. Here we are on a 4. So beautiful play, right? Inner, outer, long-term trend line, right? That's where we got our reaction. Right now we're moving back down. So we marked it up as such. So we're in the zone. So what we're now waiting, okay, if we're thinking bullish pound Swissy, okay, let me take these trend lines off, okay. So this daily stochastic. So we're oversold. So now, Joy, it's just a matter of if we're going to hold in this zone here, okay. So what are you thinking on this? Long or continuation short, Joy? How are you planning?
Right now, I'm playing it long.
Okay.
I'm active at 109330, and
0.
I
Okay.
was
I see where you're at. Around that
I was
61.8
looking to
level.
take it in and exit out at that once it breaks the that high for a move back down.
Okay. All right. So within that AB value, now listen, if you've been moving bullish on it, you're right, right? It reversed and it starts making up ABCDs. And so right now, you're looking at a deep correction, right? In the zone. Like so. Okay. So right now, right, as long as it doesn't take out that A, it has no choice but to go our way. So we're just looking to see if it can gain any type of positive momentum back to the upside. If not, right, it's going to continue down. Here's that. So for example, if this wants to continue down and take out that A and this little run is over for the time being, then we next want to see what happens at this 107.85 level. Get what I'm saying? Because that's your daily support level there. See, look, we got price to reverse, right? But we haven't, when you look at it from a higher time frame, it's stalling. So the question becomes, are we going to form a higher low here? Let's see, here's the low. This could be a higher low, okay? Or do we move all the way back down? Okay, so we probably won't know that until next week. Or do we move all the way back down to this level to test it again? Like so. Okay. Then we'll re-enter, then we'll entertain it again once we find out. But so far it has been moving bullish. Now it's correcting. 4 hour, we're within our AB boundary. So let's just wait and see what happens. Right. If you're in, right, you're limited in or whatnot, that's your play. Right? We know, hey, if you get your direction right and you limit it in at your 61.8 at your deep zone, right, then over time, right, you have an edge playing that. Okay. You don't even have to win the majority of your trades. Right. You just have to be right some of the time. Right? So right now, that's 61.8 zone. The way that move looks is if we get that reversal, right, what does that call it? 80, 82 pips or whatnot. Then you're moving back for close to 260, right, to the upside. And we'll see if we get a deeper retracement. It might have tapped that. I don't think it tapped that 786 just yet, but it's getting close. Okay. That's that on the pound Swiss. Kind of a wait and see. It's moving sideways within the AB boundary. Could go either way right now. NZD CAD. You're welcome. Oh, that triple bottomed at that 81.75 level. Could not break it. And so now we're back above 82.32. Let's see if we can keep that momentum. Thanks for the reminder on this one, Donnette. Okay. So we ran up against that 82.70 level, reacted, moved back down 1, 2, 3 times, rejected, and now we got some momentum back to the upside. So we might get that 94 pips out of this NZD CAD. Let's see if we can continue to take the ride. It's been a wild one. Any questions on this? Still holding. Good job. Good job. Way to hang in there.
That's definitely been a ride.
Yeah. That CAD Swiss. Nice work. See what we can get out of it. Good job. Super proud. All right. That was it on the pairs. Everybody tapped out for the week. All right. Let's see how it is. Let's take a look at gold. All right, because I'm a gold bull long term. We talked about that on Saturday, and we are still moving long, right, on gold. So I was looking at it from the 4-hour, and we're back above that 2047 level, right? We know that non-farm can have an impact on this pair for sure. But right now we are moving long. So far, so good. Inner to outer trend line break. We've broken that. We're looking to possibly move to that D extension back up to 2088, possibly on gold. Okay, so we got the direction right on that one. So let's see if it keeps moving as a result of non-farm today. Should be interesting. All right. That's gold. Let's look at this oil price. Well. Looks like that 80-20 played out. All right. I didn't trade it. Did anybody trade it to the downside? I did not. I marked it up. Missed it? Nope. All right. Well, that hit TP1. It looks like it wants to move towards TP2. All right. Then we'll re-entertain that and keep an eye on it once it gets to our buy zone. But that's a beautiful correction, right? A crown. And that's all it is a crown. That's it. I don't know about all this new language. Order blocks, kill zones, silver bullets. It's a crown. It's a crown. It took out the low and it pulled back to a 61.8, right? Old things becoming new, everybody. Old things becoming new. All right. It's been around forever. There's your pullback. There's your continuation. Any questions on oil? Nope.
No, sir.
All right. See what we're looking like on the US 30. Take a look at the daily. Continuing to push long, right? Moving right into that 80-20 zone. See what happens when it gets there. Beautiful ABCD wave played out. That's where we're headed. See if it's correction time. Wonder what the catalyst would be to make that happen. Same thing on the 4. Headed towards the 80-20 zone, looks like. Okay. Consolidation range, breakout. Look at that. Okay. So higher time frames are moving towards the 80-20. We may get that D extension, but we got non-farm payroll coming up. See how the market reacts. See how the market reacts. That's where we are on the US 30. While we're checking that, we might as well check in on the NASDAQ. You pray it drops. That would be nice. That would be nice for sure. But these numbers just keep rocking and rolling, man. Rocking and rolling. So this is the NAS, right? This is your daily. Making a move off that 236. Here's your 4. Right? And then here's your 1. It's 80-20 we marked up. Boom. So right now we're reversing pretty high, right? We got buyers that came in. So the bears only pushed price down so far, and the bulls came back in and pushed the price back up. So let's see, right? Got a little pause type action prior to non-farm. See what happens. Right? But we know we like deep corrections. That came back to 50% though. On the 1. Came back to 50%. So let's see what happens with the non-farm payroll coming up. I haven't looked at the German 30 in a while. Long time. This thing is moving. Let's see what's going on, because I haven't even remarked this one up. So we've got major high, right? So we don't even have from our monthly, right? If we move in and mark this up, we don't even have a new high formed yet. So these indices are moving to all-time highs, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's come on down to the weekly. Put some levels in. Okay. You all have this now. You can do this in your sleep, right? You can do this in your sleep. Mark these charts up. Again, pushing through all-time highs, so we'll put some weekly support levels in. Okay. Like so. And I'm going to circle this low. This. And we're going to link all objects down to the lower time frame. Let's see if we can find some daily levels. So look at that. Past resistance becoming future support. So clean. So clean. All right, take these levels out. Trying to fib. All right, see what's going on off the lows. All right, so trying to break that B boundary on the daily. Let's move on down to the 4. We got a stochastic that's in the sell zone on the daily. Let's find that same low off the 4. Look at all those breaks and retests. Breaks and retests. Look at that. All right. You guys want to study one? Study this German 30. Look at that break and that retest. Look at this break and this retest. All right. Look at that. Double back to this level. Yeah, we broke and we retested. Beautiful. Price action. There's a rhythm to this thing. And right now, on the 4, we're in the 80-20 zone trying to break higher, but look how we're holding up at that level. 1, 2, 3, 4 times in this zone. If we break above it, we look for a retest at 17,031. And we look for a continuation to the D extension probably. But let's see what happens as a result. Okay, this is where we are now. This 4. See the big picture. I think a lot of traders have issues because they spend too much time in the weeds trying to figure out what the next 5-minute candle is going to do all the time, right? See the big picture. Right? That's it. And they're going to break out. But his price is going to reverse and move back down to the bottom of the range, possibly to that 382. Any questions on the German 30? No. Ryan, anything before we wrap things up? This is a quick session this morning, seemed like a fast hour.
Yeah, definitely went by fast, bro. Great session, man. No, man. I'm excited about the day. Great session. Looking forward to tomorrow, man.
All right. Hey, we'll see everybody, right? Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Forex Weekly Ritual, preparing for the upcoming week. Everybody have a great Friday. Don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Bye for now.